Pardon?
I just need to be able to share my screen, Miss Cassandra.
Okay, I will give you access.
Okay.
All right. Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cassandra Taylor, and I'm the founder and CEO of Top Flight Defense Incorporated. And today we have with us Ms. Josephine from the Social Security Administration Office. And we are going to discuss the Wounded Warriors Program. So Josephine, without further ado, if you don't mind, let's get started.
We sure will, Miss Cassandra. Thank you so much for inviting Social Security here to present information regarding the Wounded Warriors Program. So we're going to start off talking about Social Security disability benefits and information for veterans specifically. Then I've got some additional information towards the end of the first segment of the slideshow regarding hiring veterans and Social Security and the hiring process when we're hiring and how we hire veterans specifically and what veterans need in order to show us documentation to apply for jobs within Social Security Administration. So we've got a lot of great resources, information for veterans here today. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So before we get started, I do have to provide our disclosure. Participation in this presentation does not constitute an endorsement by the Social Security Administration or its employees of the organization, and information and products not provided by the Social Security Administration. And my name is Josephine Mueller. I'm a public affairs specialist with the Social Security Administration. What that part of my job is to share information regarding our benefits and programs to the community, to the public, to different organizations, and just share that information, letting people know what Social Security has to offer. And today I'm very excited to share information to you regarding our Wounded Warriors programs. Now, the resources that we have are on our main page. We have resources for veterans. If you visit us at socialsecurity.gov, you will find that if you type in veterans in the search engine, this screen is going to show up here for you. And you're going to see lots of different information specifically catered towards veterans, information about our Wounded Warriors programs, and veterans with a VA compensation rating of 100%. That all that information is within our webpage. So please feel free to visit us at SSA.gov and find more information there. We also have a publication that's specifically for individuals that are wounded warriors. It talks about disability benefits for wounded warriors. And this is the 2022 edition that you see here on the screen. And we have this available in our publication section, as well as it's embedded into our veterans section of our page. So you can look for more information on our website at ssa.gov. So let's talk about how Social Security is there with you if the unexpected were to happen. And we're going to talk about disability benefits. We've got two different programs. The first program is Social Security Disability Insurance. It's a program that provides income supplements to people who are no longer able to work because of a significant disability. It's for people who are not able to perform substantial work activity, and they may qualify if they have a medical condition that is expected to last at least 1 year or result in their passing, and are younger than retirement age and earn less than the substantial gainful activity limit, and are blind and at least 55 for certain individuals and have earned a certain number of work credits. So in order to qualify for Social Security disability benefits, you must prove that your disability is going to last for more than 1 year or result in your passing, and you're unable to work due to the disability. So those two things have to be true in order for somebody to be eligible or qualify for Social Security disability. Another thing a person will need is recent work. So you would need on your earnings record to show that you have recent work. So you've worked recently enough and you're insured. That's that insured part where we have to see and make sure that you are insured for the Social Security disability benefit. Social Security disability is based off of your earnings. It's based off of those FICA taxes that you work and pay into. So when calculating your Social Security monthly disability benefit, we are looking at your earnings, what you've worked and paid into Social Security. But what if you have not worked enough and paid into Social Security enough? What if you were primarily a homemaker, or you haven't been able to work enough and pay into those FICA taxes to qualify for Social Security disability? What happens then? Is there a program for people in this situation? And the answer to that is yes, there is. There's SSI, which is the federal program that provides monthly payments to people who have limited income and few resources. It's for people who are 65 or older, as well as for those of any age, including children who are blind or who have disabilities. So SSI is a needs-based program for individuals with limited income and resources. So a few differences between Social Security disability and SSI are as follows. Social Security disability insurance comes from the Social Security trust funds and are based on a person's earnings. So they're based on your earnings. SSI, supplemental security income, payments come from the general treasury fund, not the Social Security trust funds. SSI payments are not based on a person's earnings. Now, Social Security disability is an insurance that workers earn by paying Social Security taxes on their wages. SSI is a needs-based public assistance program that does not require a person to have any work history at all. Now, Social Security disability pays benefits to disabled individuals who are unable to work regardless of their income and resources. Now, that means that if you're receiving Social Security disability benefits, we're not looking at things such as if you have more than one home or if you have more than one car. We're not looking to see if you have large 401ks or large trust funds. We're not looking at that. If you have that, you can still collect your Social Security disability benefit without it being impacted. But when somebody receives SSI, that's different. SSI pays disabled individuals who are unable to work and have limited income and resources. So with SSI, we are looking at things such as, do you own more than one home? Do you own more than one car? Do you have properties? Do you have 401ks? Do you have life insurance? So with SSI, that's a program that's needs-based. So we are looking at all of those things when making a determination if you're eligible or not for SSI disability benefits. Now, Social Security disability benefits there's benefits for workers and for adults disabled since childhood, and they must meet insured status requirement. That insured status requirement for Social Security disability I mentioned earlier, that means you must have worked recently enough to qualify for Social Security disability benefits. Now, for SSI, there's benefits for children and adults in financial need, must have limited income and resources. So we go back to that limited income and resources. For SSI, that's the way you would qualify, is if you have those limited income and resources. Now, how does this, if somebody applies for benefits, how quickly does a decision come back? How quickly is a decision made? Well, it can take some time for decisions to be made. However, if somebody has a condition where it's a severe condition and it qualifies under our listing of impairments based on minimal objective medical information, we consider that a compassionate allowance, and we can expedite the decision. And sometimes these decisions come back much quicker if a person has a quick identifying condition that we can go ahead and see that, well, this is something that is extremely severe and it's on our list, and we can consider this a compassionate allowances. I want to give you an example. Stage 4 cancer is on that list, and that is a condition where if a person has stage 4 cancer, a decision will come back very quickly. I have seen decisions come back as quickly as the next day or the same day. So there's certain conditions where we do make sure that those conditions, there's decisions made on those very, very quickly. Another condition that's expedited for our wounded warriors. If our wounded warriors have permanent, 100% permanent and total disability ratings from the VA, they may be able to get expedited medical decisions on Social Security disability and SSI applications. So for our wounded warriors and veterans, we will expedite those decisions as well, and they come back very quickly as long as they meet the criteria of 100% permanent and total disability ratings from the VA. And we've got more information regarding this on our page at socialsecurity.gov/veterans. Now, I want to go ahead and share my screen on our actual live page because I want you to see our veterans information on our actual web page. So if you go here, and I'm sharing our web page as we speak. Now, this is our front page. And if you go here, you're going to see this is our live front page. It's got information regarding everything: retirement, disability, online services, SSI, Medicare. There's a menu bar up here at the very top. If you click on menu and you scroll down to information for individuals, there's different information. You're going to see where it says veterans. You click there. Once you click there, this is our live page for veterans on our website at SSA.gov. It has lots of great resources. There's publications that are specifically for veterans. Social Security disability and Veterans Affairs disability, how do they compare? So individuals that are veterans who are applying for disability benefits or looking into disability benefits, you can read this publication here, and it talks about how the benefits compare: Social Security disability and Veteran Affairs disability benefits. It also gives you information in regards to disability benefits in general, as well as SSI. And there's information about the wounded warriors. If you click on this link, you're going to get a whole publication. So lots of information that specifically gives you information if you are a veteran. So this is another great resource where you can go and you can learn more about Social Security. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing the screen. I wanted to show you information regarding veterans and Social Security. And we're going to go back to the slideshow because next I want to talk about opportunities for employment opportunities for veterans and their spouses. Now, there's different positions that Social Security holds. There's various positions, but some of the entry-level positions that we have are the customer service representative position and the claims specialist position. When I first started with the agency, I started as a claims specialist, and I was an individual who interviewed applicants for benefits. So I would process applications for retirement benefits, disability benefits, Medicare benefits, replacement Social Security cards, all of that information, all of those things I would process. There's also the customer service representatives, and they assist the public by answering a wide variety of questions, conducting interviews, investigating situations, and resolving issues. These employees make determinations that affect the claimant's ongoing eligibility for Social Security benefits. So these are some of the entry-level positions that we have. And you can apply for these positions on our website at USA Jobs. And you could go to www.usajobs.gov and you would follow the instructions found in our Jobs Resource Center. And you could also go to www.ssa.gov/careers. Now, you would be able to apply through the Veteran Recruitment Authority. So anytime you're applying for a job, it's going to ask you if you are a veteran or if you've served. You go ahead and you can put yes. And when you click that yes, it's going to ask you for additional information. So you're going to want to have your DD-214 on hand so that way you can provide that information in our website, usajobs.gov. Your resume, you're going to want your college transcript. You're also going to want your VA certification of disability if applicable. We also have a section for military spouse hiring authority. So military spouses also can qualify for jobs within usajobs.gov here at Social Security. So we do have different openings that do come about specifically for military spouses. So you want to keep your eye out on those. And what are the benefits of working for Social Security? Well, here are a few of the benefits. You get 13 vacation days a year, 20 days after 3 years. 26 days after 15 years, and years of military service is credited for leave accrual. So if you have served in the military, you will have all of that service transferred over to Social Security, and you will accrue those vacation days based on the service years. So all of your service will transfer over to your job at Social Security, and you receive 13 days paid sick leave each year. You get 10 paid federal holidays and 120 hours of paid military leave each year for active reservists. A maximum of 120 hours can be carried over from one year to the next. And there's health benefits and life insurance. The government pays a portion of the cost. These are some of the benefits. In addition to those benefits, there's many more benefits. And if you can see here, there's pension benefits under the federal employees retirement system first, an optional thrift savings plan, flex time and credit hours. Military members can buy back military time not already used for military retirement to be credited under FERS, and 104 hours of disabled veteran leave provided during the first year for vets with a 30% or more disability rating. So these are some of the salary based on GS scale. So salaries are based on the GS scale, and to find more information on those scales and the amounts, you can visit us at OPM. And here is the link where you can go ahead and click on that link and find out what that GS scale is. And we do have a dedicated webpage for veterans, and that's the webpage that I just showed you not too long ago. It's the www.ssa.gov/veterans. We've got lots of information there specifically catered towards veterans. So that information regarding Social Security, Disability, Wounded Warriors Program for veterans, as well as some of the hiring process for veterans. We have specific job openings that that are soliciting veterans. So, and then any of our jobs that we have open, we'll always ask an individual if they have served, and that's where you would then click on, yes, I have served, and we do make sure that we are taking priority and hiring our veterans. So that is some information that wanted to share with you all today. Thank you so much for inviting us here, Cassandra. Do you have any questions, or is there anything that you can think of that our audience might want to know?
Okay, yes, there is. All right, so for veterans that, excuse me, veterans that are 100% total and permanent, and they're receiving their disability from the government, well, from the VA. Mm-hmm. How does that impede, or how does that affect them receiving Social Security disability benefit through you all?
That's a great question. So that right there, those are two separate benefits, but right here, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again, because I want to make sure as we're going through these questions that we're also finding them here on our webpage so that everybody can see where they can access this information. So when you go here, I'm going to go ahead and go to our publication, because we have a publication that specifically talks about that. So when you go
actually, if you could go back and go to the one that was right underneath the Wounded Warriors Program, because that's the one that I'm speaking on.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, there. Right there where it says veterans with VA compensation. Yes.
Sounds good. Okay, so here we go. So this talks about how you apply, but as far as you can receive both. There is a way for you to receive both, and it does tell you on there that you may receive both if you go to our publication section. So I'm going to click here because our publication should be right in here. Might not be in that section. Let's see. Okay, that's not the Wounded Warriors one. Let me make sure I take you right to our publication. So you might have to go to publications, and then you type in Wounded, here we go. Disability benefits for wounded warriors. It is probably within that page, but I know that I can access it quickly here. So disability benefits for wounded warriors. And it does talk about, can I receive, how does my military pay affect eligibility for disability benefits? There is lots of information in here, but you may receive both. But there are, it's just a matter of making sure that we find out what kind of benefit you're receiving from the VA. We need to know how much you're receiving from the VA. So it is very specific. So when you're speaking to your Social Security representative, we want you to make sure that you ask those questions when you are receiving those benefits. So right here in this, how does military pay affect? So active duty status and receipt of military pay doesn't necessarily prevent payment of Social Security disability benefits. So you may be able to receive both, and especially if you're receiving the benefits from the VA based on the disability, you will also be able to receive benefits from Social Security, the Social Security Wounded Warriors disability benefits. And I will send you more information regarding that, Cassandra, but I do know that we have lots of information just in this publication that talks about all of that.
Okay.
And how you can receive both. But this is a publication called Wounded Warrior specifically for that. And you can find that right in our publication section. I know you can find it somewhere here in this page, but I know that I quickly can access it in our publications page because you can find everything in our publication section.
Okay.
That is a great question.
Okay, so I don't, let me see. I don't see any questions in the chat. So I guess everyone in the chat, I guess they're okay on Facebook and not really having any questions.
No problem. Well, here's another fact sheet here, Cassandra. Expedited processing of veterans' 100% disability claims. This talks about the expedited processing, and we've got this quick fact sheet that just go ahead, just a snapshot of how we expedite the benefits and just different things that people may have questions about. They're right on this front page. How will Social Security expedite my disability claim? And then it just lets people know after Social Security identifies you as a veteran rated 100% P&T, we'll treat your claim as a high priority workload. We'll rush it through the application process. So we will rush your application through the application process. Many people ask, well, how long does this process take? And we have here that the length of the time Social Security takes to make a disability decision depends on several factors, primarily nature of your disability, how quickly we get medical evidence from your doctor or other medical sources, whether it's necessary to send you for a medical examination to get evidence to support your claim. And you can assist us by having all the required information on hand when you apply. So it's so important when applying for Social Security disability benefits to have all your conditions listed. Sometimes somebody may remember to list a few, but may not remember to list all of their conditions. And it's so important to make sure that you jot those conditions down and you list them all. Also, you'll want to make sure you have all of your doctor's information, your doctor's, the facilities you've been seen at, your doctor's phone numbers, as well as your medications that you're taking. So the more information that you can provide on your disability application, the better, because all that information is used to determine your case and to make a determination on your case.
Okay. Okay. That
and
sounds.
Another thing I wanted to let everybody know here, Cassandra, is that as of April 7th, our offices have resumed in-person services. So we are seeing individuals as walk-ins. Prior to April 7th, we were doing business primarily online and by phone, and we were scheduling appointments and seeing people in office by appointment only. But as of April 7th, we are now seeing walk-ins. So if you visit your local Social Security field office, you will be seen, you will be assisted, because we are seeing people as walk-ins now. So you don't need an appointment to visit your local Social Security field office. And that became effective April 7th of 2022.
Excellent.
And of course, we encourage everybody, if you can do the business online, to do your business online, because it is the most quickest way to do many of your transactions. You can apply for Social Security disability benefits online. You can apply for many of the benefits online if you visit us at socialsecurity.gov, or you can also give us a call if you call our national Social Security hotline number at 1-800-772-1213. We can go ahead and take your application over the phone, set up an appointment, take your application over the phone. We understand though, sometimes people may not feel comfortable doing business online or may not have access. So that's why you can always give us a call at our 1-800 number to go ahead and schedule that appointment either by phone, or as mentioned, you can always see us. As of April 7th, you can walk in.
All righty then. Well, I guess everyone that's on Facebook either have the question already that you've answered their question, or they're just not ready to get into why or when they need to apply. But I know I wanted to find out for personal reasons, as well as other folks have been asking me. So I'm like, oh, wait a minute, let me find out. We have them coming on. So this is recorded and it will be on our YouTube page. So anyone coming in, looking at it now and can't find it later, you know, if they chimed in late, it will be on our YouTube channel by Googling Top Flight Defense Incorporated. It will be there. And all of the classes that Top Flight presents, as well as the classes with the Social Security Administration. And you will be back on again at the end of May, the fourth Wednesday of this May,
Yes.
this month.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Cassandra. And we are, my colleague Daniel and I will both be on at the end of this month together. And keep in mind, everybody, just want to let everybody know, if you are watching this presentation in the future, maybe 2023 or far along in the future, 2025, 5-10 years from now, the information may have changed. So if you are watching this later on, please visit us at ssa.gov to make sure that all the information that you're watching here is current if you're watching us later on in the future.
All right, well, thank you so much, Josephine, for all of your help. I will see you in a few weeks where you will be discussing Social Security benefits. And I think that's the name of the class. It's just the regular benefits, Social Security benefits, disability benefits. That's what it is. I apologize. Disability benefits. So I can't wait for that one to come on, and you know, maybe we'll have people asking questions then, or just seeking their Social Security office offline. So either way, I do want to thank you for all of your help, all of your participation, and follow us on YouTube, subscribe to our new YouTube channel, follow us on all of the social media pages. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, and we're on Instagram. And if you go to our website, www.topflightdefenseinc.org, you can subscribe to our newsletter and find out ahead of time what classes and the things and the awareness that we will be discussing each month. So with that being said, thank you so much, Josephine. We will talk again soon, hopefully, and take care of yourself and stay prayerful.
Thank you. You too. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
All right, you too. Bye.